Hey everybody, sorry, I'm having some technical dish issues. Give me a second. Okay. Get all settled. We'll get started. Okay, so let's try this again. Hi everybody, welcome. It's Marissa. Late, very late, but that's okay. Hello Danielle, hello Dawn, Robin, Deborah, Mickey. Hi Rajul, hello Susan, or Sue, excuse me. So I didn't realize it was Wednesday, so I didn't do a thumbnail. And when I realized it was Wednesday about 10 minutes ago, the computer was updating. It's been a hot mess over here, you guys. Just a complete and total hot mess, but we made it. So I'm going to be continuing to work on DAC's The 10th by Mandy Manzano. As soon as I find all my colors and such going on here. And as you can see, we have a ring light. So I'm hoping the light works a little bit better for everybody. I got a ring light for Christmas. Turn down just a little bit so it's not quite so bright. So yes, I am on the Hot Mess Express today. So that's okay. We'll make it work. There's the 310 right there. So how are all of you guys doing? It's been a few weeks since I came on. I needed a bit of a break over the holidays and spend time with the friends and the family and person and all of that kind of stuff. So I thought it would be okay for me to take a little bit of a break from YouTube, have a little bit of time off. We all know what kind of year it's been, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah. So anyway. Hey Carla, welcome. I love the colors on your pen. Oh yeah, you can actually see the pen. Let's see if I move the camera down a little bit. Yes, so those are the colors in the pen. I don't remember what this is called anymore. No, it wasn't Aurora Borealis. This was a handmade diamond painting pens. Carol and her husband did this one. This was my first one that I ever got. And then this is the one that Tia gave her mods last year. And I used that one for my multi-placers. So yes, those are my two go-to pens that I use all the time. Just do all the things with. Hello, Jessica. Welcome. Hello, Uncrafty. How are you? How was everybody's Christmas and New Year's? I had a really good Christmas. I got spoiled quite a bit. It was very laid back. We had a great time. The amount of ridiculousness that happened was pretty awesome. But if you can't be ridiculous at Christmas, when can you be ridiculous, right? So, yeah. So we played games and cooked, and there was a ton of tamales left. I think there was like 4 or 5 packages we didn't even open. So we usually do Mexican food. We have tamales and queso and things like that at Christmas. That's always been our tradition. at Christmas. And so that's what we do. And I think we opened about 7 or 8 packages, and there's usually about a dozen in a package. And then she had several packages left in the refrigerator that didn't get opened. So we'll be eating tamales until like June. Pretty sure. Hey, Robert, his was good. He got 7 new diamond paintings and a loom knitting machine. Very cool. Uncrafty does not even remember New Year's. That was a good New Year's then, as long as you were at home and safe. So I went camping for New Year's. A lot of you, I know, saw my picture that I posted on Instagram. And so I went out Thursday. Most of the group that I met up with had been out there since the previous Sunday. So they went out the weekend of Christmas and either worked remotely or were off that week between Christmas and New Year. And I went out Thursday after work. We got off a little bit early since we weren't real busy. And we had, got a campfire going and all that kind of stuff. Now, Thursday was very rainy. It was very wet. I actually had on my rain boots. So my feet were dry, but they were very cold. And Saturday morning was actually pretty nice. It stopped raining. We got a good campfire going, which is what you guys got the picture of, the video. And then everybody needed a nap about 5 o'clock, and I stayed outside and read a book, and it started just kind of misty drizzling, like enough to be annoying, but not really enough to like justify having to go inside. So I just got an umbrella out and sat there in my chair, campfire going. It was lovely. Very quiet. It was a good time to have some reflection about the year that had just passed and the year ahead and all that kind of stuff. One of the girls actually made a Yule log that we burned. So basically the way she had us do it is she made a Yule log and it had mistletoe and several other things wrapped around the sticks. And then she made these little cards for everybody, these little pieces of paper. And it was like the things that you want to burn away from 2020, and then the things that you are wishing for in 2021. And so, you wrote down, several different things. I filled up my little paper quite a bit for both of those. And then you tuck them in, you roll them up, and you tuck them into the Yule log. And then you have to burn your Yule log all the way down to ash. Apparently. I'd never done this before, but I figured I would participate. Put some good juju out there in the universe. And it was just a lot of fun. Lots of laughs. It's a great group of friends that I've got that I've known for several years now. So I was very excited. I was happy to be home Saturday. Don't get me wrong. I was very happy to be home on Saturday. But for the most part, we did have a great time. So, and then I just spent the rest of the weekend trying to organize my house and put away Christmas gifts and do all of that kind of fun stuff. The laundry, all the adult things that you have to do that I hadn't done since I hadn't been home for 2 weeks. Or at least 2 weekends. So, anything special that you guys did? Hey, Mindy. Hi, Crafts and Coffee with Chris and Kel. Hey, Rebecca. Robert has to go see the doctor on Thursday. You've been having trouble with your feet. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I hope it gets better and they figure out what's going on. That is not any kind of fun at all. So yeah, so that was my Christmas and my New Year's. And then both Wolfpack and I'm sure most of you also know, had a birthday on Monday. And so I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Some of you sent me personal messages. Some of you sent me online messages on Facebook. So thank you very much for that. It was a great day. I didn't do anything special, just kind of a regular day. But, when you get older, and your birthday's on a Monday. There's not a whole lot you can do. I let myself buy lunch from my favorite restaurant and had it delivered at work. And I went and got a little piece of cheesecake at the grocery store for myself. And so that was my celebration for my birthday. We're not real big on birthdays. We do big Christmas, but not big birthdays. And that's okay, because it's kind of wrapping up for me, it's wrapping up the holiday season. Basically, I just do it all at once. Get it all out of the way all at once. No worries, I'm crafty. Thank you very much. So yeah, so that has been the year. And then I ordered 2 planners. So I know that somebody's been doing these big planner things. And so I ordered 2 planners. And when Rebecca and I went live on Saturday, I showed you guys and let you choose which one would be my crafting planner and which one would be my work planner. And so this is the one that you guys chose to be my crafting planner. It's got the succulents and the cactus and things like that on it. It's very pretty. Both of these came off of Amazon. They were less than $10 a piece because I don't require a whole lot out of a planner. Thank you, Sue. And so this one is a very simple planner. It's got, your emergency info there that I don't ever fill out. It's got the 2-year overview. It's got all your holidays for 3 years. So that's kind of nice that it gives you 3 years worth. You've got a couple of contact pages, and then I went through and went ahead and filled out my month at a glance here. So you can see I was camping. And then these numbers up here are the temperatures for mine and Crafting Journey's temperature cell. And so I've got to go in. I've got a couple of days to fill in there. And then, of course, birthdays, meetings, retreat roundups, my East Texas Stitchers group, kind of some of the stuff, which is hard for you guys to see it. I can see it better in person. My Wednesday lives when I realize it's Wednesday. Some plans there, more meetings, all that kind of fun stuff. So I just put all of that in there. I have not gotten to the daily pages. And in my crafting journal, I think for the daily pages, my plan for this is I'm going to use these probably more to make notes for retreat stuff. I'm going to use it to make notes for when I start cross-stitch projects. I'm going to go ahead and just write all the information down, the size of fabric that I'm using, the, flosses, if I substitute a floss or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. And then I have a record of that throughout the year. So that was kind of my plan there. And then each month, I'll kind of fill in this. But that's pretty much what it is it's got the daily checklist. And I like that it actually has the squares for you to check things off, because I'm a list person. I really like to make lists to get things done. And that makes me happy. So I like that it has the checklist. So I took mine to work and got it all filled in. Now, of course, on the daily at work, it actually has the lists of things that I do each day. And then I have a way to check them off. And that's been working really well. Even though it's only been a few days, I've really enjoyed it. And this is not my first year with planners. This is my 3rd year. My sister was a big planner girl. And so she got me into it a couple years ago. She bought me this one, which is, I think this is a happy planner. Yeah, this is one of the happy planners. And so she got me this one. And I didn't like the size. I love this paper, this graph paper to make notes on. Is a lot of fun. So you can see I've got like a note there. And then it's got some notebook type paper in here. But I am not fond of the schedule here. So if you can see this, it's like got a focus for the day, and then it's like more of an appointment calendar. So these are like times. And so I didn't like the size of this. I didn't like the way it was laid out. I've also had a Heidi Schwab planner. I did enjoy that one. I found one last year. The one that I used last year, which is here. It's nice and big. I actually found this at Aldi, the grocery store. So let me raise you up just a little bit. Camera is going to move. So I actually found this at the grocery store. It's a full-size notebook. It's the same size as like a spiral notebook, which I really liked. Hello, Melanie. Robin, the time will be at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Central. Yeah, the Happy Planners do have a lot. I just wasn't real fond of their size. I like a full-on regular sized, and I think it's because I write a little bit big. And so this worked better for me. So I found this at Aldi. I think it was like $7 or $8 last year. And until the pandemic, I used this one really well. I loved that it has the dividers. It's got the birthdays, important dates for the month that you can write. And then it's got the tabs on it. Now, my sister's making me some tabs like this for my planners that I have now. Sticky notes everywhere. Exactly. So this was a work one. So as you can see, this is kind of what my work one looks like. So I just have my checklists. I put stickers here and there. I don't go crazy with them. Good old Post-it note. So as you can see, I was doing really good until the pandemic happened. So yeah. So there's VLC. And then March. All these plans for March got canceled. So as you can see, this was the weekend right here that everything kind of popped off in the United States. And everybody realized we were going into quarantine. So we worked Wednesday, up till Wednesday of this week, and then we were done. So this planner kind of didn't get used a whole lot after that, unfortunately. But it's got some pockets in it. There was lots of things about this one that I liked. It's got 2 folder pockets in the back and all kinds of stuff. So I don't need a real fancy planner. I don't need it to do a lot of things. I need it to be able to write down and, you know, my list and do those things like that. And then I like the stickers, but I use them definitely more for decoration and motivation than for much else. So if you want to plan and be a planner, you can do it. It's one of those crafts that it is up to you how much you put into it. So, and I just bought a couple of those. My sister gave me a few, and I got a couple of the planner sticker packs that you can get. You can get them online. You can get them in Michael's, Walmart, all kinds of different places. I've seen some of them at Dollar Tree. Now, obviously, they don't have as many stickers in those, but I have seen them. Let me put it that way. I won't say you can find them, but I have seen them there. So yeah, so that's basically how I plan. And then you can get things like this. Nope, that's not right. That's not it. That's also not it. Maybe they're up here. You can get things like that to put in there. These are just Project Life cards that you can decorate with. Some of them you can write on. These did come from the Dollar Tree. I did find those at the Dollar Tree once. So yeah, there's lots of different ways to do it. If that's something that you're interested in, I was pretty excited to see that there were other people in the diamond painting community that were doing planners. I know Shalene does planners. The Coloring Book Nook. Is that right? Is that Shalene? I'm pretty sure that's Shalene. And I noticed there were a couple of people that started this year as well. So that's basically what I've been doing. Deborah, your sticker happy with your planner. Yeah, I probably, with the one at work, because it's more of a functional planner, I don't put as many stickers in there because I need the space to make notes. And then, you know, as your week goes on at work, I can plan out a lot of the stuff that I do because a lot of it's very routine stuff. I have to do it every week. But then there's always things that pop up at the last minute. And so I need to have that room to make notes and to add tasks and things like that. So that's what I do. The one at work is definitely more functional. The one here, I may get some sticker packs for here at the house and have a little more fun with it, just because I won't need as much space on those. So anyway, so yeah, the other thing that happened this week is I was supposed to be cleaning on Sunday, and I did clean Sunday morning. I had Rebecca up on the TV while she was on, and, you know, I would stop and chat for a minute and then go back to cleaning. But Sunday afternoon, when I was supposed to be cleaning some more and doing laundry, I binge watched Bridgerton. Has anybody else binge watched Bridgerton yet? Because if you haven't and you like period dramas, oh my goodness. I loved it. And I know it's based on a series of books. And I haven't decided yet if I want to read those books or if I just want to watch the television series. So, did anybody else watch it? Because, yeah, for reals. It's on Netflix if you have no clue what I'm talking about. Hey, Melissa, no worries. I was late too. So, Crafting Journey has seen it. She says it's amazing. Excuse me, guys. Danielle did it. You've already got the follow-up book in the series. Very nice. Yeah, there's, I think there's 8 books in the series. And I think the last one, at least when I was looking on Amazon, it looks like it was basically all of the epilogues to all of the books is kind of what I was understanding. So I don't know if that one would necessarily, if you'd have to get that one, if you had all of the other books. But I did think about reading the books. You know, when I have time, because I have so much time to do things. So we'll see how that goes. Sue said yes and blame it on Rebecca. Yeah. I was ready for something new. Now, this week, I have to watch the Call the Midwife Christmas special. I need to get that done because that will be going off of PBS here in a week or so. I usually watch that on Christmas, but it just didn't happen this year. And that's okay. That's one of my favorite shows. I've been watching that show for several years now. It was recommended to me by a friend, and I absolutely love that show. It's a BBC. I think it's BBC. It's a British show. Either way, it comes on, in the US, it comes on PBS in the spring usually. So I imagine the new season should be starting probably in March, maybe April, somewhere around in there. So that's another one that I would recommend if you haven't seen it. It's definitely worth a watch. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing this week. And I also need to put in the craft planner is actually going to also be the home plans. So I have gotten a little overwhelmed by my house. Rebecca can attest there's a lot of stuff in this apartment. And it is time to Marie Kondo the crap out of it. So I'm going to do that this year. And I'm going to start by doing a project a weekend. So if I don't break it down a little bit, I'll get overwhelmed and then I'll stop doing it. And so I started with the hall closet and got it reorganized. I pulled everything out There's a box that's going to Goodwill. There was a bag that went to the trash. Things got moved around, shuffled around, reorganized to make it fit better. And then this past weekend, I did the wreath closet and got it moved around so that I could get my cooler in there. So it finally has a home instead of being a, table next to the chair. And then my cart, I have one of those like folding, those collapsible carts that you use. So I have one of those, and instead of leaving it in the car all the time, which it basically just slides around in the back of my car, I figured that it needs a home, and so I can just roll it in there. It's right behind the front door, and that way it's easy to access when I need it and stuff like that. So I've got 2 projects done. The next one, I think I'm going to tackle another part of the living room. So the craft area is pretty well done. Surprise, surprise, right? I do need to get some more of the containers from IKEA. I love these things. So these are the IKEA Samla containers, as you can see there. And they're clear. They do come with a lid. And they're fairly cheap, but they're really generously sized. And so I have those. And then I have the next size up. And I think they've got 5 or 6 different sizes. And they stack really well. So I've got to get some more of those because I think I can get some and put some unfinished, like my unfinished crochet projects, a couple of blankets that I've started that are too far in it to consider throwing them out, but are really far away from being done, kind of a thing. So I'm going to get a couple of those, put those in there, and store those until I get ready to go back to them. And then just kind of reorganize some things. I've got a lot more craft stuff I need to get rid of, just to make myself happier. I used to be able to get up when I first moved in. I could get up, I could clean the entire apartment in 30 minutes on a Saturday, and it was done, and it was glorious. And now I'm just putting away stuff and putting away stuff. And not everything has a home. I like when everything has a home. So we're going back to that. I'm determined. That's the project for this year, is to get the house in order. You should drive down one weekend and help me. Oh, Lord. The 2 of us in here, I wouldn't have anything left to be like, throw it out, throw it out. Either that or we wouldn't make any progress because we'd be like, keep everything. Hello, Rob. Welcome. Yeah, that's what I said. Wednesday already. So it's not just me. Not just me at all. Anyway, so while you guys are here, let's go ahead and do Wednesday wins. While I look for the symbol. That should be it. So I think if I'm going to use the ring light, I'm going to have the light pad underneath it because I'm having a hard time with the glare on some of these. The glare off the glue, I guess. Does anybody else have this issue? Just me? Anyway, so yeah, so we're going to be doing some stuff like that this year. And then, of course, we have retreat. I do have a spot open for the Missouri retreat. So if you want to be included in that, then send me a private message and let me know. And I can give you all the details for it. But we do have one spot open right now. If you're not sure, you can go onto the waiting list. All that does is just put you on the list. If somebody else pulls out and I have a spot open up, then you'll be the first person that I contact. So we're going to Hamilton, Missouri. And mine is more of a craft retreat. It's all crafts are welcome. You know, as long as it's not too messy. So yeah, I've talked about that plenty of times, you guys. If you want more information, let me know and I will give you plenty more information. But there is a spot available, so if you would like that spot, let me know as soon as possible. And we will go from there. And I've got to get busy working on different things for the retreat. We're going to be back into planning for St. Jude again. This will be my last year on the committee, more than likely. I'll still help. I'll still go and help them out and things like that. But the committee itself is taking up quite a lot of time, a lot more time than what I was expecting it to. And so I may take a step back for a year or two and be more of a subcommittee or something like that member where I'm not responsible for doing the things or quite as many of the things, and then, you know, step back in later on if I would like to. So this should be the last year. We have already discussed the what do you call it? The new cross stitch pattern. So there will be another cross stitch pattern for St. Jude this year. And I've already got some ideas in mind for it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Our theme this year is fun. So our pattern should be fun. So if you're a cross stitcher, you can do that. And I converted my cross stitch pattern into a diamond painting and it turned out really well. And it wasn't difficult at all. So if you would like to do that, you can do that as well also. Anyway, I'm just rambling, you guys. I don't have a whole lot going on. I've been very quiet. I've been doing a lot of reading. Like I said, I binge watched Bridgerton. I've just kind of been vegging out, basically. And it's been lovely. So I'm working on a crochet blanket for a friend. I'm working on my temperature blanket with Rebecca. So yeah. So are any of you guys doing the temperature style with us? Hey, Marilyn, welcome. Hello, is anybody there? So Danielle's doing the temperature cross stitch. I think, Danielle, I saw that you got the Mama something one. Samantha is, but she hasn't started because it's summer there. And that's okay. You can start, you just start with your summer colors. You don't have to start it in winter unless you don't want to do it because it's summer. In which case I completely understand because crochet in the summer is hard. It's too hot for that. The temperature tree, Marilyn is waiting on hers. Did you order the kit, Marilyn, or did you just get the pattern? I know you were debating when we were talking about it on Saturday. Yeah, too sweaty. Fair enough, Samantha. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing mine in month squares, is because that square doesn't take up nearly as much space on your lap as an entire blanket would. So I'm doing mine in squares. Just the pattern. Okay, that's all right. You can choose your own colors that way if you want to. She came out with some really cool ones. I saw the tree, and then I saw have y'all seen the, what is it called? The temperature typography, I think is what it was called. And so it was the words, you know, January, February, March, or whatever, all the way down. But then, like, the letter J was January. They had it broken down by, like, the days. And so, like, there were lines. So all of your letters would be striped, basically. I thought that was a really cool, different idea, a different way to do it. Something a little bit interesting. And then, of course, you've got the tree where you put the leaves on for cross stitch. There's lots of temperature styles for cross stitch. And I feel like they would be pretty easy, even if you did them, a week at a time, because it wouldn't take that long to stitch, some leaves or something. Chat is very quiet. Where's Mayhem or Dearly? Or is it too much chaos to start the new year? Well, I didn't announce that I was going live, so they probably haven't gotten the notification yet. Or at all. I don't know. My grandma apparently called me on my birthday. I didn't get a text notification. I didn't get a voicemail that she left. I got nothing. So no missed call notification, nothing. And so I called her yesterday because I was like, Grandma always calls me on my birthday. What's wrong? And she's like, well, I called and we left a voicemail. Oh, did you call the right number though? I did not ask her that, just so you know. But yeah, if she says she called, she called. And apparently my phone didn't ring, didn't do anything, which is slightly concerning. The kit in 14 count was $40. Oh yeah, the balloons too. Deborah is just getting into cross stitching. That's okay, Deborah, because this time last year I was just getting into cross stitching, and now I look like I've been doing it for 7 years because I've got a million unfinished projects and projects that have not been started. So I've got quite a bit that I need to work on. Hey, Tanisha, welcome. How are you? How are your holidays? Let's see. Yeah, I was debating whether to go. And then, like I said, I was like, well, that's tomorrow. I'll make the decision. And then I realized, hey, it's Wednesday, not Tuesday. It's been Tuesday in my head all day long. So, just so you know, had a blonde moment. There's Mayhem. Say her name and the mayhem arises. Yes. Marilyn says she did it years ago and still have them ready in the 8 o'clock. Hopefully, Tanisha, I really hope so. I did eat, even though I really, really do not like them, I did eat my black-eyed peas on New Year's. I forced myself to eat 3 spoonfuls because that's all I could handle. But I did eat black-eyed peas. We had corned beef, which was amazing. Donna did it in the, I think she said she did it in the crock pot maybe. I don't know. It cooked for several hours. It was some of the best corned beef I've had. It was so stinking good. So let's say we had green beans, we had corned beef, we had 12 grapes. Apparently, there's this thing, you eat a grape, you eat 12 grapes, one for each month, and you make a wish as you eat them. Has anybody else ever heard of this? I had never heard of this, but I had my 12 green grapes. And I made spinach and artichoke dip. So we had that. We had some leafy greens. I'm trying to think what else there was on the table. Either way, especially for being at camp, we feasted. Let's put it that way. Yeah, pretty much, Mayhem. I choked those down. That's the first thing I ate. I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get it over with. And then I can enjoy the rest of my meal. And I choked it down. So hopefully we will have a good year. Now, things are not off to a great start. But hopefully they will get better. When people stop losing their damn minds and go home. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So, Yeah. That's all we're saying about that. Anyway, so what else should I be watching? Has anybody watched anything besides Bridgerton? And should I be watching it? I'm just saying. All right, what symbol should we do next? Looks like maybe the 9s. Do I have any idea where that symbol is? Virgin River is good. I do need to watch that. I need to finish season 1. I think I only have 1 or 2 episodes left of season 1 that I need to go back and finish, and then I can watch season 2. There it is. All the way on the bottom. Sounds about right. Let's see. If I quickly go jumble some things up in the closet, maybe Dearly shall be summoned too. You never know with her. Marilyn is trying to do the purl stitch on the loom, and she can't remember. I don't remember how to do the purl stitch either. I tried knitting. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to say this. I love the gift. I really do. Now, we did Secret Santa at work, and I think I told you, no, because I had a headache that day. I didn't come on. Okay, so we did Secret Santa at work, right? And the person that got me a really great book. Everybody that has this book that I know has this book loves it. And it's the Outlander knitting book. So it's the knitting patterns from the show Outlander. There are some very cool patterns in there. There's just one tiny problem, and it's that I don't knit. I tried knitting. I know how to knit. I do not enjoy it. It takes so much longer for me to knit than to cross stitch. And so I know why he got it, and it's because I do all of the Scottish stuff. And it's a great book, and it's got some very cool patterns. I don't know necessarily that I'm going to use it unless I try knitting again. And he did ask me about it. And I told a little white lie. And I told him that I absolutely loved it and that it was great. Because it is great if I knitted. So here's the question for you. Moral dilemma. Is it okay to tell a little white lie like that to spare someone's feelings? And it's not that I do like it. I just can't use anything in it because I don't knit. So what would you have done in that situation? Let me put that out there. How would you have handled that situation? Hey, Kara, welcome. The best present was your cow yoga calendar, which you want to see December. So the problem with that is the cow yoga calendar fell. I was trying to hang it and it fell down and I can't get it. It is down behind the shelf. Oh, Kara's internet was out from a storm. I knit, but don't like the fact that it is hard to fix mistakes. Fair enough, yeah. And I think part of the issue with knitting is that I did it like when I was in college, and I didn't really have the time to put into it like I do now, putting into my crafts. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe I should give it another try. Everybody really seems to enjoy it. At the same time, I really love crochet, so do I need another hobby? That's always a question. I might give it a try, maybe like a shawl or something. I don't think so. I think it's only a knitting type of a book. I might be wrong, but I think it's only knitting. So Deborah would have handled it the same way, okay? I would have said, thank you so much for thinking of me. That was basically, I was like, yeah, it's great, and there's some great patterns in there. And, he was telling me that his wife loves the show. And I was like, yeah, it's a good show. I've seen some episodes of it. And, so that was basically how I handled it. That's cow yoga abuse. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I was actually going to hang it up. But I guess. White lie followed by hours of not so subtle sarcasm. Rob, you know me so well. I might pick it up again someday. Like I said, I might try a shawl or something. If I just get a wild hair this year, I might go back to it. I still have my knitting needles from when I learned the first time. I think I've got 2 or 3 sets of knitting needles. No problem, AP. Welcome. How you doing? Not everything is for everyone. I think you did the right thing. Maybe re-gift it to someone who will use it. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I figured, I'm one of those people. If I get something that I'm not really a fan of, I'm just going to say thank you and put a smile on my face and call it good, because he was very excited to give it to me. And really, isn't that what gift giving is about, is being excited to give something to somebody else and doing it, with the right intentions, which he did. Hold on, I'm doing all kinds of things with my phone over here. Yeah, Rob does have my number, doesn't he? Hey, Tia, how you doing? We're doing all right over here. Okay, so just a few more minutes left. I'm assuming that Sherry's going live. So let's go ahead and do those Wednesday wins. So my Wednesday win is that I had a birthday this week, and Mayhem has a birthday this week. Her birthday's on Friday, so don't forget. She'll be 21 years young. And that's my Wednesday win for the week, is I had a birthday and I got out of bed the next day. So what are y'all's Wednesday wins? We haven't done that yet. It's a new year. We have been doing Wednesday wins for a full year, you guys. If you can imagine that. And I think it really has helped us, especially in 2020, look back and remember to count our blessings and to be grateful and thankful and all of those things. There's one. It's bad when you got to shadow your diamond painting so you can see the symbols. So yes, so we're going to continue Wednesday wins. I think it's a pretty popular thing for people to do. I know some of you guys get really excited thinking up your Wednesday wins every week. So let's see, put this drill down. Make sure there aren't any more. Oh, that's it. Okay. So AP says she had a hard time with Christopher at school. They had to let you into the gym to get him. Normally, parents are not allowed in school without an appointment. I'm sorry to hear that. Marilyn says you learned when you were 9, didn't do anything with it till you were in your 30s. Then a few years ago did some hats that I still need to felt. Fair enough. AP's daughter's birthday is on Saturday. Yeah, they kind of come in groups, I've noticed. So Tia says, Wednesday win, you're glad that Marissa is feeling better and doesn't have allergies anymore. And your daughter crocheted herself a bracelet and matching earrings. Very nice. And I do still have allergies. I just took my second allergy pill when I got home instead of taking it before going to bed. And that seems to be helping quite a bit. Thank you, Rob. Mayhem says, this is why you love your heifer. Wednesday win is you will be 21. Yep. So, Mayhem, your gift, your birthday present is on the way. But I don't think it's going to make it by Friday, unfortunately. But it's going to be worth the wait because I think you're going to die when you get it. Like, not in a bad way. I think you're going to die from laughing so hard. You guys, I found this when I sent Mayhem for her birthday. I found it in June. And I have had it on my list since June to send to her. It's been sitting on my Amazon list. So, I think she's absolutely going to love it. Kara says her Wednesday win is that you figured out a problem with your choir director today. He was so happy. Very good. Oh, Deborah, something good happened this week. Did you get any finishes? Anything? A goal that you were working on? You didn't kill your husband? I mean, anything really. You got cuddle time with your fur babies? Everybody has a Wednesday win. And it's about looking for those positives. Let's see. Thank you, Carla. Chris and Kel says her Wednesday win is learning about Wednesday wins. Yes. Like I said, I do this whole spiel. Some of these guys can probably honestly say it word for word with me. It is just anything good, positive that happened, a goal that was met, because joy shared is joy multiplied, and I'm all about the positive energy. So AP says her Wednesday win is you kept your cool with Christopher. I'm very proud because I know it's not an easy thing to do when the kids are doing things like that. I used to be a teacher. I completely understand. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, I'll say it again because there weren't a whole lot of you in here earlier. If you left a birthday message for me on Steph's page, or you sent me a message, a private message, any kind of message, hopefully nobody sent me hate mail. I don't think anybody did. But if you sent me a happy birthday wish, I want to say thank you. It got to ding in there for a little bit on Monday, and I couldn't keep up with saying thank you. So I am saying it now. So Marilyn says hers will be relearning the purl stitch shortly. That's like it's like the knit purl, right? If I'm remembering from back then. It's like knit on one side, purl on the other. Am I crazy? Let's keep taking those pills like that. I feel you sound much better. Yeah. So I take one when I get up in the morning, and then I'm taking another one when I get home in the evenings. And that seems to help me sleep a little bit better. Making it through the night without the sneezing fit, which is real fun. Have you ever woken up out of a dead sleep in the middle of a sneezing fit? That'll mess you up. I'm telling you right now. So Samantha said her Wednesday win is she is home after being in the hospital for 3 days with a bowel infection. And all you need to do is change your diet. It's nice when it's just something simple, isn't it? I'm glad that you're okay and that you are home after that, because I'm sure it was scary. Uncrafty Crafter says you just finished your Christmas truck canvas last night. Very nice. So we've got to finish. Where's my cowbell? Hold on. There it is. Finishes get cowbells. So there is the cowbell for Uncrafty Crafter. Dad joke party at Mayhem's on Friday. So there were a couple of dad joke type things that I found on Amazon that I thought about sending for her birthday. But I decided not to go that route. So we will see. I'm so glad you do Wednesday wins. It makes me very happy. Too grateful to be stressed. Exactly. Yeah. I'm right. Watch a video to remember. Yeah. I'll have to watch a video. I think I'm definitely going to have to watch a video if I decide to knit about how to cast on and hold the yarn and everything again. So the good news is it should be easier this time since I'm used to holding it for crochet. I'm used to using the muscles in this hand. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to start. Hello, Diamond Queen. We are actually getting ready to wrap up, but Rob says, I've woken myself up by laughing so loudly in my sleep and then wondering what on earth was so funny. Okay, so I only sleep laugh when I'm super drunk. And then apparently I giggle in my sleep and it's very creepy, I've been told. So we'll talk about sleep laughing another time. Anyway, you guys got a cowbell tonight. Very nicely done. I want to say thank you for joining me. Don't worry about coming in late or anything like that because obviously I was late. I'm going to work on getting back on my regular schedule of my lives and videos and things like that as we go forward through the year. Again, there is a spot open for the retreat. If you would like to join us, let me know. I just have one spot open, and then anybody after that will go on the wait list. That is set for October. So hopefully the world will be semi back to normal then. We'll see how it goes, right? It's still early days. But I want to say thank you all for taking time out of your day to spend with me. As you know, time is one of my love languages. And I love that you take the time out of your life to come and spend it and listen to me blather on for a whole hour about things that are probably very boring. So I am going to go start a load of laundry because I haven't done that yet. And I got to have clean underwear to wear to work tomorrow. Anywho, you guys, I will see you next time. Don't forget to be kind to each other and to look out for each other. And until I see you guys next time, happy stitching, happy diamond painting until we meet again. Bye, guys. Oh, yeah, subscribe, like, thumbs up, things, do all the things. Cowbell. You knew what that meant.